Hi guys. Okay, quick video. I get a lot of questions mainly on the Hobonichi weeks and the jackets and notebooks, the difference and how do they fit. So I'm gonna show a couple jackets and a couple notebooks that are similar. This is a notebook because it has interior elastics. This is a jacket because it does not. Another jacket with a snap closure instead of the elastic, and one more, a notebook with an elastic closure. So first of all my covers are a skosh on the roomy side, so you're gonna, if it has 4 elastics, it's made for 4 inserts, but because they're all a tad bit roomy, you can fit up to 6. So first of all, this is a Hobonichi Weeks notebook with an elastic closure, and this is a regular size, which regular size means it's equivalent to a 1-inch spine. If you get a wide, that's equivalent to a 1.5-inch spine, and if you get an extra wide, is equivalent to a 2-inch spine. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea. So this notebook is made, I'm gonna use my old one because it's hardbound. That one for this year is softbound, and because I test out so many things on it, I have ruined my binding already and it's coming apart. So I try not to use this anymore because it's softbound. It's so floppy and soft now that it's almost useless trying to stick it in something because it won't go in, it will just bend. So I've kind of ruined this one, but this was a mistake purchasing it softbound, and see, it's also coming apart. This is the last time I purchased something that's softbound because I can't use softbound. I'm too hard on my stuff to be using it softbound, so I always need a hardcover, at least for this, because I'm surprised that the Hobonichi, that the Stalogy I haven't ruined yet. So with the notebook, back to this, it's made to either fit your notebook in the back flap. Sorry, I haven't really stuck it in here yet. So it's made to fit the notebook in the back flap. Ooh, let's try this one. Okay, so hang on a second. I just finished making these, so let me get my handy tool. Whenever I'm done making something, I test it, and I haven't tested this one, and because I have to glue some items, well, not some, I glue everything prior to sewing it so it doesn't move on me. It needs to be, I need to get some of the glue out if I have it glued too close. So, yep, that's all it needed. I use a special tool for that, if anybody wants to know. It's this little tool. It has a round tip so it doesn't ruin the leather, but I kind of run it this way in case I gotten too much glue and almost glue the pocket shut, but not really. But so to get back to this, ooh, I'm also ruining the corner of this one. God, I'm so rough on stuff, but I test a lot of things, so that's why it looks like that. But okay, it's supposed to look like this, and then you add 4 inserts, or you can put this in the middle and 2 inserts, or you can put this on the sides and 3 inserts. So it's really up to you, but it's very roomy. That's what it's made for, is to fit this Hobonichi Weeks book and 4 inserts. So another thing that you could do is, and I'm going to try to use this one as well, but let me put it on this back pocket, is that you can, and this is, I don't use it this way because I only have one, which is this one, but I know some have told me that you can actually put this in the back. Oh my God, my poor little book. And see how when I do that, my whole binding is already all coming apart, and I really don't want to buy a new one and back plan because I have so much invested in this already that I just can't. I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to I might have to buy a new one just to do testing with, because I'm really ruining them. But this one, well, this is another way that you can use it as well. Someone told me you can have 2 Hobonichi weeks if you use 2, and it fits them perfectly on a 1-inch spine, as you can see. Tons of room, even for tabs, side tabs, if you do use them, which I do have some of mine. I don't use 2, so, but this is a great idea. And let me take this out. Again, you can use it on this side and then do inserts. So that's what the notebook is literally used for. Now the jacket, let me try the jacket. The jacket, someone said you can either put the notebook itself in the front and then maybe an insert. I don't use inserts either, so I couldn't tell you, but just with the notebook like that, you have room maybe for an insert. But this is made for this. This is literally made for you to stick your Hobonichi in here. And yes, be careful with the binding. I already ruined this one some too, because every time I make a planner, I test it out with the insert to make sure that when you get it, you can fit it. So this is how it's literally the jacket's supposed to fit. No type of interior band. You can have the elastic band or this closure. So these are jackets, and these have not been finished. I don't know if I mentioned that before. They need corners, trim, and branding. But these are the jackets and how they fit. No interior elastic, just a closure, a snap closure or an elastic closure. Also, as of April 4th, this is no longer going to be stitched, because I'm not happy with how it looks. I rather it not be stitched. So just an FYI that as of April 4th, these are not stitched anymore. So that's how the jackets look. Let me try my poor little book on the elastics on this. So just to give you an idea what it looks like. You can tell the difference in all the room. Notebook, jacket, and you definitely can fit a lot on the 1-inch regular size notebook. The difference between the notebook and this, besides the interior elastics, is the size. You can see the difference in the width. And again, this is made for 1 book, but you can kind of squeeze in an insert if you only use 1 pocket. This is made for 4 inserts with the regular size. If you get the wide, of course, you can get 6+ in there. So I'm hoping that this is kind of something that maybe answers a lot of emails that I get on this. I do get a lot of questions on it, and they wanted to see the top view, which I hope, well, you know what, let me actually use the same thing. This will help, oh my goodness, children getting out of school. So this will help. And maybe the comparison that it's a little bit closer to what they want to see. This is one question I get a lot. Can you show the top view? It's literally the same height. So you can see, same height. No difference in the height. But it's completely different in the room. Jacket, notebook, and you see how tight and snug it fits. That's how it's supposed to fit. And you got tons of room. And remember, with both jackets and notebooks, you get the option of the pocket style. This is vintage slanted, and I call it vintage slanted because when I first started 3 years ago, this is literally the pocket I started with, and I went back to it. And this is a traditional curve. So that's the 2 options you have, and you also have this option to get the slot, card slot. Then the other option you have is an exterior pocket. I call this a front pocket, but I know that it's confusing a lot of people when I say front pocket because they're thinking it's this, but these are interior or inside pockets. This is a front pocket, but I think I might change the name to exterior front pocket. I don't know, I'm still debating on it because a lot get confused on when I say a front pocket, they think it's this. So I know my sometimes the wording can get a bit confusing, but hopefully if you guys have a better idea on what I should call the front pocket, if I should put the word exterior front pocket and these are just inside pockets, let me know. But this is what it looks like, and hopefully this is informational and it can answer a few questions.